Hello and welcome to this 50-minute yoga session for beginners. We will practice some basic asanas to warm up, focus on forward bends, and finish the practice with inversions and shavasana. Always remember to practice with awareness of your own body. If you feel any pressure or pain, come out from the pose immediately, and if you need, take a rest. Remember, nobody knows your body the way you do, and you always practice with your own responsibility. Now get your mat ready and let's begin. We start by sitting in the cross-legged position in the middle of the mat. Make cups out of your hands and place them on your mat behind your back. Straighten your back with the help of your hands. Remain with straightness and release your hands on your knees. Gently close your eyes and close your mouth. And just take a few deep breaths through your nose. See how it feels inside your nostrils when you breathe in, and how it feels when you breathe out. Become completely aware of your breathing. Ground yourself here and make your mind completely still. If any thoughts come to your mind, just observe them and let them pass like clouds on the sky. Allow your mind to be as clear as the blue sky. And take one more deep breath. And gently open your eyes. Place your hands in front of the mat, your feet in front of the mat, knees apart on the floor, big toes together, buttocks on the heels, and we go to Adho Mukha Virasana. Look forward and walk your hands forward, 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 keeping your buttocks on your heels. And slowly release your forehead to the mat. Push your buttocks to your heels with the help of your hands. Roll your shoulders out and wrists in, and completely release your forehead and your neck here. Remember awareness on your breathing through the practice. And inhale with exhalation. Lift your buttocks up. And we come to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Bend your knees here. Lift your heels and completely straighten your back. Lift your sitting bones up and roll your shoulders out. Now from here, open your knees, slap your knees, and push your heels towards the mat. Look between your legs and breathe. The space between your shoulder blades, press it down to the floor. And inhale with exhalation, knees apart on the mat, big toes together, buttocks on the heels, look forward, and walk your hands forward, 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 and release your forehead to the mat. Again, roll your shoulders out, make sure your elbows are locked, and they're in the air. And push your buttocks to your heels with the help of your hands. And inhale with exhalation, come up to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend your knees here, lift your heels up, and lift your sitting bones up to the ceiling. Completely straighten your back, and lock your knees, and push your heels towards the mat. Roll your shoulders out, and make sure your elbows are locked. Look between your legs, and bring your awareness back to your breathing. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, and step your right leg forward, left leg forward, and we come to Uttanasana, forward bend. Just relax your neck here. If you reach the floor, so place your hands by the sides of your feet. If not, you can place your hands on your shin bones or wherever you reach. Just completely relax your neck here. Bring your weight a little bit more forward. And breathe deep. Inhale, look up, straighten your back. And exhale down. Inhale, place your hands on your hips and slowly come up. We stand in the middle of the mat in Sthiti Tadasana, the mountain pose. Bring your big toes together and outside edges of the feet are parallel to the edges of the mat, so there is a little bit space between your heels. Lift your toes up and make sure that you are completely in the middle. You can bring yourself a little bit forward, backward, to the sides, and then eventually bring yourself to be completely in the center. Release your toes, lock your knees. That means that the kneecap, patella, is going up. Tailbone in, sternum is lifted up, and floating ribs are in. Shoulders are rolled back and down, hands are active, and head is lifted from the crown of the head. Bring your chin a little bit closer to the chest, and see yourself as a mountain, as stable and grounded as a mountain. With complete awareness on your breathing. Relax your forehead here. Relax your peak of the throat and center of your heart. Inhale, bring your hands in front of the chest, and with exhalation, jump or walk your feet apart. Again, make sure that the outside edges of the feet are parallel to the edges of the mat. Hands are active, parallel to the floor, Open your right foot 90 degrees and see that the toes, knees and hip are pointing in one line. Inhale and start to lengthen to the right. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And with exhalation we go down to Trikonasana, triangle pose. Lift your left hand up and lengthen both sides of the trunk. So we're not collapsing here. We're staying straight and strong. Look at your left hand and bring your left shoulder blade a little bit closer to the spine. So we're opening our chest here. Our hand can be on the floor or on the foot or on the shin bone, wherever you reach. And just breathe here. Our both knees are locked. And inhale, come back to center. Close your right foot and open your left foot. Again, make sure that your left hip, left knee and left toes are pointing in one line. Hands are active and parallel to the floor. Inhale and start to lengthen to the left. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And with exhalation we go down. Trikonasana, left side. Right hand is up and look at your right hand. See that your hands are making one straight line. And bring your right shoulder blade closer to the spine. And come back to be aware of your breathing. Lengthen both sides of your trunk. And see how it feels inside your nostrils when you breathe in, and how it feels when you breathe out. Inhale and come back up to center. Close your left foot and jump or walk your feet together. We come back to Sthiti Tadasana, the mountain pose. So bring your big toes together. Make sure that outside edges of the feet are parallel to the edges of the mat. Lift your toes up and bring yourself completely to the center. Release your toes and lock your knees. Tailbone in, sternum is lifted up, floaty ribs in, shoulders are rolled back and down. Hands are active and head is lifted from the crown of the head. Take a few deep breaths here. Completely ground yourself. And inhale, bring your hand in front of the chest, and with exhalation, jump or walk your feet apart. Bring your hands to your hips, open your right foot 90 degrees, and left foot 45 degrees in, or even a little bit more. Turn yourself completely to the right. Inhale, raise your left hand up, stretch up, and with exhalation we twist and we bend forward, and going to Parivrtta Trikonasana, the twisted triangle. Place your left hand either on the floor, on your foot, or on your shin bone. Lift your right hand up and look at your right hand. Both knees are locked. And bring your right shoulder blade closer to the spine. And inhale, come back to center. Close your right foot, open your left foot. Right foot goes in. Turn yourself completely to the left. Inhale, raise your right hand up. Stretch up. With exhalation, we twist and we bend forward to the left side. Lift your left hand up and look at your left hand. Bring your left shoulder blade closer to the spine and open your chest here. And inhale, come back to center. And jump or walk your feet back together. Back to sthiti. So big toes are together, outside edges of the feet, parallel to the edges of the mat. Bring yourself completely to the center. Tailbone goes in. Sternum is lifted up. Floating ribs in. Shoulders are rolled back and down. And hands are active. Head is lifted from the crown of the head. And take a few deep breaths here. Relax your forehead, the peak of the throat, and the center of your heart. Bring your hands in front of the chest and jump or walk your feet apart. This time we take a little bit wider spread, but still make sure that the outside edges of the feet are parallel to the edges of the mat. Knees are locked. Inhale, raise your hands up, look up, and with exhalation we bend forward, 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 and down. Prasarita Padottanasana. So place your hands under the shoulders and lift your sitting bones up. The back and the spine are completely straight. If you feel that this is enough for you, so you stay here. And those who can or who want to try, place your hands in the line with the arches of your feet and bend completely forward. We try to bring your crown of the head to the mat, but if you don't reach, that's totally fine. You can just stay here. Just make sure that your shoulders are not collapsing and that the elbows are pointing in one line to the back. Remember, breathe here and be completely aware of your breathing. Inhale and bring your hands back under the shoulders, straighten your back. And inhale with exhalation, come back up and bring your feet back together, back to sthiti, tadasana. Try to remember all the pointers by yourself. So big toes together, weight completely in the center, knees are locked, tailbone in, sternum is lifted up, floating ribs are in, shoulders are rolled back and down, hands are active, and head is lifted from the crown of the head. Look at one point in front of you and just breathe deep. And we come to stand in front of the mat. Inhale, raise your hands up. And with exhalation, bend forward, 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 and go completely down. Make sure your knees are locked. If you don't reach the floor, don't worry, place your hands wherever you reach. If you reach the floor, so place your hands by the side of the feet. Bring the weight a little bit more forward. And just take a few deep breaths here. And if you need, bend your knees, place your hands on the mat, step your right foot back, left foot back, and we go back to downward facing dog. Bend your knees, lift your heels from the floor, and lift your sitting bones up. Straighten your back completely, and roll your shoulders out and wrists in. And from here, we open our knees, we lock our knees, and we bring our heels towards the mat. And we press the space between the shoulder blades closer to the mat. And inhale with exhalation, bring your knees apart on the floor, big toes together, buttocks on the heel, look forward, and walk your hands forward, 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 and release your forehead to the mat. Inhale and sit up, sit on your knees. Sit on your knees with your back completely straight. Place your right hand on the left knee, left hand behind your back. Inhale, straighten your back, and with exhalation, look over your left shoulder and twist. See if you can twist a little bit more. And inhale, come back to center. And we do other side. Place your left hand on the right knee, right hand behind your back. Inhale, straighten your back. Exhale, look over your right shoulder and twist. See if you can twist a little bit more. And exhale and release. Come back to center. Straighten your right leg, straighten your left leg, and sit down in Sthiti Dandasana. Knees are locked, feet are active, toes are pointing up. Place your hands like cups behind your back and straighten your back with the help of your hands. Remain the straightness and release your hands by the side. Look at your toes. And remember awareness on your breathing. Inhale, raise your hands up, look up, and with exhalation bend forward, 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 and down. Paschimottanasana. Look at your toes. If you don't reach till your foot, don't worry. If you don't reach till your feet, don't worry. You can place your hands wherever you reach. And inhale, straighten your back. With exhalation, go completely down as much as you can. Inhale and raise your hands up. Exhale and release. Bend your right leg and place your right foot on the left side. Your heel as close as possible to the groin. Left knee is locked and left foot is active. Inhale, raise your hands up. With exhalation, bend forward, forward, forward and down. Shavasana, head to the knee pose. Again, place your hands wherever you reach. Inhale, straighten your back. Look at your toes. And with exhalation, go completely down. And inhale, raise your hands up, exhale and release. Change the leg, so straighten your right leg, bend your left leg. Bring your left heel as close as possible to the groin. Right knee is locked and right foot is active. Inhale, raise your hands up, look up, and with exhalation bend forward, forward, forward and down. Look at your toes. Inhale, straighten your back. And with exhalation, go completely down. Inhale and raise your hands up. Come up. Exhale and release. Straighten both your legs. Look at your toes. And sit in the middle of the mat. Right leg to the right. Left to the left. So we do a wide spread. Place your hands behind your back and push yourself forward as much as you can. Keeping your legs on the mat. Straighten your back here. Straighten your back here. Now, if this is enough for you, you can stay here. We want to keep our back completely straight. So if you feel that this is enough, just stay here and breathe. Inhale, raise your hands up, look up. With exhalation, bend forward, 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 and place your hands on the floor. Look down and forward so the spine is completely straight. And if you can go more down, go more down. And just breathe here. Keep both your sitting bones on the mat. And if you can go more down, go completely down. Or if you feel that this is enough, so you stay here. And inhale, slowly walk your hands back to the center. Take a deep breath here. And inhale, turn to your right side. Lift your hands up. And with exhalation, bend to the right and try to catch your right foot. Again, if you don't reach, don't worry. Keep both your sitting bones on the mat. Straighten your back and go more down. Look at your toes. And remember complete awareness on your breathing. Inhale and up. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, straighten your back. And with exhalation, go down. Inhale and come up. Raise your hands up. Exhale and release. Grab your knees from inside with your hands, and with the help of your hands, bring your knees together. You can shake your legs a little bit. And come to sit in front of the mat in Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. So bring your feet together, interlock your fingers, and place your fingers under the toes. Straighten your back completely here and bring your heels as close as possible to the ground. Inhale, look up, and with exhalation, bend forward, 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 and go down. You can gently help with your elbows to bring your knees a little bit more down, but there should be no pressure. Breathe into the muscles that are stuck. And slowly, slowly release them. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale and exhale. Now keep your legs where they are. Bring your hands behind your back and slowly start to walk your hands back and lie down on your back. Supta Baddha Konasana, lying down butterfly. Roll your shoulders a little bit closer to each other so the sternum is lifted up. Hands are lying down on the floor parallel to the body, palms are facing up. Bring your chin a little bit closer to the chest and close your eyes here. Breathe deeply through your nose. And just let the gravity of Mother Earth do the work for you. And bring your knees a little bit closer to the floor. Bring yourself back to be aware of your breathing. And see how it feels inside your nostrils when you breathe in. And how it feels when you breathe out. Relax your forehead here. Relax your peak of the throat. And the center of your heart. Gently open your eyes and bring your knees back together. And straighten both of your legs. And lie down on your back. And bend both of your knees and bring your heels as close as possible to your buttocks. Inhale, raise your hips up and interlock your fingers behind your back. Roll your shoulders closer to each other and lift your hips even more up. Setu Bandhasana, the bridge pose. See that there is no pressure on your lower back. If you feel any pressure, come out from the pose immediately. And make sure that the knees are pointing in one line and they're not collapsing either inside or outside. See if you can lift yourself even more up. And exhale and release. Straighten your right leg, straighten your left leg. And again, just take a deep breath. Bring your hands 180 degrees. Bend your right knee and place your right foot on the left thigh. The left knee is locked and the left foot is active. Place your right hand on the right knee. Place your left hand on the right knee. Both shoulders are on the floor. Look at your right hand and bring your right knee closer to the floor with the help of your left hand. Universal twist. Completely release your lower back and your spine here. And if your thoughts start to wander, just bring them back to be aware of your breathing. And inhale, come back to center. And change the leg. Now left foot on the right thigh, right hand on the left knee. Both shoulders on the floor. Look at your left hand and twist. Inhale and come back to center. Exhale and release your leg. Take a deep breath. Bend both of your knees. Turn to the right side. And with the help of your left hand, sit up. Now we prepare for Ardha Shirshasana, half headstand. However, if the full pose, Shirshasana is in your practice, so feel free and go into the pose if you feel completely comfortable in it. If you don't, so you're welcome to practice with me the half headstand. We interlock our elbows and place them on the mat. Keep the elbows where they are and interlock your fingers. I place the crown on the head of the head down to the mat, and the back of the head goes behind the fingers. Inhale and raise your buttocks up, and slowly start to walk your feet forward, 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 and stop when you feel that that's enough. Keep your knees locked, and if that's enough, so you can stay here, or you can inhale and raise your right leg up. Exhale and bring it down, and when the right leg is down, inhale and lift your left leg up. Exhale and bring it down, and slowly start to walk your feet backwards. And come to Adho Mukha Virasana, knees apart, big toes together, buttocks on the heels, and release your forehead to the mat. Roll your shoulders out and completely release your neck here. And inhale and sit up. If at any point you feel pressure in your neck, so come out from the pose immediately and go to Adho Mukha Virasana. Lie down on your back. And we prepare for the shoulder stand, Shavasana. Again, if you don't practice shoulder stand, so just go to Supta Baddha Konasana, lying down butterfly. And if at any time you will feel any pressure in your neck or in your lower back, come down from the pose immediately. Inhale, raise your legs up. Inhale more, raise your buttocks up, and start to walk your hands closer and closer to the shoulder blades, and bring your elbows a little bit closer to each other. Knees are locked and feet are active. If you feel any pressure, come out from the pose. And now you can either stay here, or you can bring your legs behind your head and go to Halasana. If you don't reach the floor, don't worry. Interlock your fingers, roll your shoulders a little bit closer to each other. And just breathe deep. And release your fingers. And slowly, vertebra by vertebra, we go back down. Don't move your neck when you come down. And just lie down on your back. And take a few deep breaths. And one more pose before we go to Shavasana. Matsyasana, the fish pose, the counter pose for the shoulder stand. Bring your elbows next to your body, palms facing each other. Inhale and lift your sternum up and bring your weight to the tip of your head and to the elbows. Knees are locked, feet are active, and just open your chest here. Take a few deep breaths. And exhale and release. We lie down in shavasana, completely releasing all of our body. If you need to cover yourself not to be cold, please cover yourself, make yourself comfortable. And lie down on your back, close your eyes, close your mouth. Bring your chin a little bit closer to the chest. And just breathe deep through your nose. Imagine that you're sinking into the ground. And let each and every molecule of your body to be completely released. Release your right foot and right ankle. Release your right knee. Release your right hip and right buttock. Release all of your right leg, all of your right leg, all of your right leg. Release your left foot and left ankle. Left knee. Left hip and left butt. Release all of your left leg, all of your left leg, all of your left leg. Release your lower back, middle back, and the upper back. Release all of your spine from the tailbone all the way to the tip of your head. Release your right palm. Right elbow. Right shoulder and right shoulder blade. Release all of your right hand, all of your right hand, all of your right hand. Release your left palm, left wrist. Release your left palm, left elbow, left shoulder and shoulder blade. Release all of your left hand, all of your left hand, all of your left hand. Release your neck and back of your head. Release your ears and space inside the ears. Release crown of your head and your forehead. And all of your face muscles. Release your throat. Release all of your head, all of your head, all of your head. Release your chest. Your stomach. And all of the pelvic region. Release all of your body, all of your body, all of your body. Slowly, slowly externalize and become aware of the sounds around you. What is the most far away sound that you can hear? Then closer and closer. And even closer. What is the closest sound that you can hear? It is the sound of your own breath and the sound of your heartbeat. Move your fingers and your toes and stretch your body the way you want. Give yourself a good stretch. Bend your knees, turn to the right side, and stay here for a moment with yourself. Keep your eyes still closed. With the help of your left hand, sit up. Sit in the comfortable cross-legged position in the middle of the mat. Place your hands on your knees. Take a few deep breaths here. And bring your hands to Namaste position in front of your chest. Thumbs are touching the sternum. And we say Om together 3 times. Inhale. 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 Rub your palms, make them hot, and place them like cups on your eyes. Feel the warmth. Open and close your eyes in the cups. Gently rub your face and open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today. You're welcome to come back to the session anytime. If you want to stay updated for more videos, remember to subscribe and press the like button if you enjoyed. For more info and online donation-based yoga sessions, visit my website analogic.art. See you soon!